So if we go back to we've been talking mostly about your critique of the Obama administration, but if we go back to, with the benefit of the last 15 years of actual real life experience, if we go back to the decisions you were a part of in the early 2000s, particularly I guess leading up to the invasion of Iraq, do you have any regrets about any of that now, or how would you assess it?
Hindsight's 20/20, and so it's very difficult to go back and put oneself in a position before one knows what came afterwards. I have no doubt that Iraq is better off without Saddam Hussein. I have no doubt that he was working on WMD programs. I mean, the intelligence that we saw in the Bush administration was the same intelligence I saw in the Clinton administration. I believe had Justice Kennedy ruled, switched sides in Bush versus Gore and Vice President Gore been elected in 2000, that he too would have found himself in a position of having to deal with the problem of Iraq. I mean, what people tend to forget is that what was driving al-Qaeda recruitment was not Israel and Palestine. It was the quote, presence of infidels in the land of the two holy mosques. And as long as Saddam was there was going to have to be a large U.S. military residual presence in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, which we've now been able to withdraw. So I think it was a very complex decision. I think the biggest problem really in retrospect is not the initial decision to invade. It's how we manage the aftermath, where I wish we could have done some things differently earlier than we finally did in 2007 and 2008 with the surge.